Don't even think about moving to Saanich before watching this video. Because if you're thinking about moving to the area or just curious about what life's like in one of Victoria's most diverse and desirable municipalities, then this video is for you. Today, we're talking about Saanich, a massive part of Greater Victoria that most people actually overlook. And I'm going to break down 10 things you really need to know before moving here. The good, the not so good, and everything in between. My name's G. I'm a local realtor in Victoria, BC, and I actually live in Saanich. So let's get right into it. First up, Saanich is huge. It covers more than 100 square kilometers, making it one of the largest municipalities on Vancouver Island by land area. But size isn't everything. What really matters is how diverse this area is. There are more than 24 distinct neighborhoods within Saanich, and they all offer completely different lifestyles. If you're saying Cordova Bay, you've got elevated, almost coastal-like small-town vibes, big view homes, quiet streets, and a quick access to the beach. But when you move more inland, such as Referral Oak, which is where I live, you're in a super convenient center, close to grocery stores, parks, transit, and everything else you may need. Then there's also Prospect Lake, Blenkinsop, which honestly feels like you're living in the countryside. Farms, horse properties, winding roads. But you're still only 20 minutes from downtown Victoria. And this is why just saying, I live in Saanich, does not tell the full story. If you're looking to move here, I always recommend driving through multiple neighborhoods before choosing where you want to live, because your experience would totally depend on where you decide to settle. Number two, outdoor lifestyle is everywhere. If you love being outside, you'll feel completely at home in Saanich. This municipality is like one giant playground for nature lovers. We've got over 170 parks, plus countless beaches, trails, and lakes. Then you also have Mount Douglas, which is one of the most iconic places to go. It's relatively a short hike, but gives you a panoramic view over Victoria. Then you also have Elk and Beaver Lake, which is another local gem. You can swim, kayak, or just walk the 10-kilometer loop around the trail. It's super popular with dog owners and families. Or if you want to cycle, you'll love the Gap and Goose Trail. This connects different parts of Victoria, which is amazing. And you'll see commuters, e-bikes, and Sunday cyclists using this year round. Then, even in the winter, people in Saanich are outdoors, walking their dogs, hiking, gardening. And the cool thing is, most homes are actually near at least one park or trail. So whether you're a serious hiker or if you just love a peaceful place to walk the dog, nature is literally just outside your front door. Third on the list, and this is a big one, Saanich is one of the best places in Greater Victoria to raise a family. Let's talk about schools first. There are multiple elementary and high schools, including public, French immersion, and private schools, like St. Margaret's or Pacific Christian. Then for public, you have Claremont, Reynolds, and Mount Douglas Secondary, which give great education and are well regarded as having great arts and athletic programs as well. Then in Saanich, you also got playgrounds almost on every block, library branches, and great rec centers, and these are for pools, fitness classes, and even rehab and wellness centers available. Then you have neighborhoods like Gordon Head, Referral Oak, and Cedar Hill, which are especially popular with families thanks to quiet streets, cul-de-sacs, and large lots. It's really a place where kids can ride their bikes after school, where neighbors actually know each other, and where you can find games and community activities around. Number four, two major schools equals student life and rentals. Saanich is also a bit of a university town. It's home to the University of Victoria, UVic, and Camosun College, two institutions that bring a lot of life and opportunity to the area. UVic is ranked among the top universities across Canada and is located in Gordon Head, which means the area sees a lot of rental demand from students and faculty. Then you have Camosun College, which has two campuses, Lansdowne, which is just off Hillside, and Interurban, which is in the western part of Saanich. And how does this impact the local housing market? It does it in a few ways. Higher demand for secondary suites, more turnover in rental housing near UVic, so you'll see students moving in and out usually during September and May or June. But it also gives a great investment potential if you're looking for a home with a legal or in-law suite. Then, if you're not a student, the president of these schools actually brings a youthful, dynamic energy. More cafes, independent businesses, tech innovation, and cultural events throughout the year. Number five, housing is quite diverse and lot sizes are generous. When it comes to real estate, Saanich is one of the most diverse municipalities in terms of what's available, such as you'll find 1950s ranchers with hardwood floors and covered ceilings, 1980s split level homes with lots of space and big yards. You'll even find modern townhomes and new custom homes in spots like Cordova Bay, Royal Oak, Gordon Head, and unlike downtown Victoria, many Saanich properties come with larger lots. We're talking about 7,000 to 10,000 square footage or more, which means you get more room for gardens, suites, or future additions. There's also a good amount of rezoning that's actually happening right now, especially for duplexes, garden suites, and small scale multifamily developments, which might appeal to investors or multiple generation families. And if you're someone who enjoys do it yourself projects or just doing renovations in general, there are a lot of older homes here which have solid bones and tons of potential. Number six, convenient shopping and services. Even though Saanich isn't like the downtown area, it's super convenient for shopping and daily life. You got Uptown Mall, which has Walmart, Whole Foods, clothing stores, and great restaurants. You also have Tilcom Center, which is a bit more of a family vibe. You have movie theater, Save on Foods, and other options there as well for, say, clothing shopping and other needs. Then you have Broadmead Village, which is a little more upscale, but it's perfect for everyday errands like groceries, pharmacies, wine shop, coffee, and if you just want to eat out. Then you also have Rural Shopping Center, which is close by to Broadmead Village as well, which is a bit more low key, which has everything you need in one place, such as banking, sushi, dry cleaning, dentist office. You got McDonald's right there if you really want to just do takeout, but you don't want to be too healthy. There are tons of shopping options around, which means you don't need to drive downtown for essentials. You'll find the services you need close by. Either they're a short drive or a walk away. It just depends on where you choose to live. Number seven, you'll likely want a car. Let's talk about transportation. While Victoria has a decent public transit system, Saanich is still very much an area where a lot of people rely on a car, but it depends on where you live, especially if you say you have family or you live further away from the Victoria Core. That said, BC Transit does a pretty good job connecting the key corridors like Mackenzie Avenue, Shelburne Street, Quadrant Street, and the Pat Bay Highway. And if you live along one of these roads, you can definitely get around without a car, such as students at UVic do this all the time. But for anyone living in places like Cordova Bay, Prospect Lake, or interurban, it gets a lot more difficult to do that. But the good news is commute times to downtown are relatively short, usually 15 to 25 minutes, depending on where you live, and of course, depending on the traffic. Number eight, strong community vibes. Even though it's large, Saanich still feels like community orientated. The reason is every neighbor has its own events and organizations. You have community events, you find farmers markets, you have a place such as Saanich Commonwealth Pool, which has fitness classes, swim lessons, public events, and other things going on there. And whether you're into gardening, youth sports, seniors programming, or arts and crafts, there's pretty much something happening every single week for you. And this isn't really the kind of place where you can just drive into your garage, close the door, because here people actually say hi, they help out, and they actually care about their neighbors. Number nine, if you're moving here from another part of Canada, brace yourself for milder weather. Saanich, like most of Victoria, enjoys some of the best year-round weather in all of Canada. Winters are cool, but rarely below freezing. You'll see very little snow, maybe once or twice a year, and summers are dry and warm. Lots of sun, mid 20 degrees Celsius weather, and fairly low humidity. But the trade-off is rainy season. From usually November to about mid-April, it can be gray and wet, but honestly, locals don't let that stop them. You'll see joggers, bikers, and dog walkers out every day. And the upside is we generally get much nicer spring and summer, which is great, and you can golf all year round if that's something you're into. And finally, number 10, real estate. Saanich is definitely in demand, but you can still get better value here compared to other places like Oak Bay, Fairfield, because detached homes often range from 950K to 1.4 million, depending on the location, size, and condition. You can even get townhomes for around 750 to $1 million, especially in areas like Rolo or Cedar Hill. Condos, a bit more affordable, but you'll find them around the 500 to 700,000 range. But the biggest advantage here is space, larger lots, secondary suites, and proximity to parks, schools, and amenities. It's a fantastic place to build equity, start a family, or downsize while you're still having a yard. So the inventory can be tight, especially for updated homes for under $1 million. So it's important to work with someone who actually knows the market well because you want to get in and be one of the very first people to see that home if it's something you want. So there you have it. 10 things you need to know before moving to Saanich. It's big, beautiful, and full of opportunity. But knowing the neighborhoods, the lifestyle, and the housing types make a huge difference. If you're thinking about buying or moving to Saanich or looking to buy or sell anywhere in Victoria, I'd love to help. My contact info is below and in the description as well, and I'm always happy to chat about neighborhoods, pricing, and what might be a good fit for you. Don't forget to leave this video a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you got any questions, or if you already live here and think I missed something, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.